Hi everyone, Dr. Tracy, and we are still talking about formal elements. In this next section, part B to this chapter 3 discussion is objectives. So let's take a look at our textbook and what it says about objectives. Objectives are something that you give your players to strive for. In any game that you're creating, what they are trying to accomplish within the rules of the game is the objective. Oftentimes, the objective is very explicit and very well known, like the objective in a football game is to score the most points. Sometimes it's a little bit less well known, but when you're trying to figure out what the objective is, you can ask yourself some of these questions out of the textbook, like, what are the objectives of the games? What do they lend themselves? What are multiple objectives? Do they have to be explicit? Can they be determined by the player? So in looking at objectives, here is some well-known games like Connect 4, Battleship, Mastermind, Chess, Clue, Super Mario Brothers, Spyro the Dragon, Civilization, The Sims, Katamari, Gone Home, Pokemon Go, with what their objectives are. And you can see it's very straightforward. And once you have an objective, what the objective is defines a lot of the things about the game. There are some generalized categories of objectives that might help you in your design process, and they're discussed here in the text. The first is capture. The objective in a capture game is to take or destroy something of the opponent's. It might be to take their land, or it might be to take their money or their flag. But in any case, there's lots of games where the objective is to make sure you're the one that gets the stuff. Another objective, generalized objective category is chase games. Chase is when you are chasing something or you are being chased. And chase is going to be determined about the speed and physical dexterity you have in a physical game, or what elements you have using stealth or strategy to get in and out of another game. Race is similar to chase. Chase is where you're trying to get away or trying to catch up with, but race may also use speed or dexterity to accomplish a certain task, but the objective there is to win. An alignment objective in a game is to arrange your game pieces in a certain spatial configuration or create conceptual alignment between different categories of pieces. And examples of this would be Tetris, Bejeweled, any kind of game that means that the more you make matches or sets, you win. A rescue or escape objective is one that defines the units of there's a person that needs to be rescued, or you need to be the one that's rescued by getting away. And the objective is met when you find that escape or save that person. Another objective generalist category is forbidden act. A forbidden act within a game is to try and get your competition to break the rules. To be the last person standing that hasn't broken the rules yet is the way that you win in a game with an objective that is in this category. And examples of that might include Twister or Operation. Sometimes experimental games have things like this where you have to keep it still. And that'll show you some examples there. Another category of objective is construction, where the object of a game is to build something, like build a city or build a village or build a house or construct a card castle. By making various strategic choices, you can determine how you're going to build and how you're going to increase. Another another category of objective is exploration games, which are designed to have the objective. The purpose for the game is to look through and find all of stuff. So there's different types of games that are basically exploration games, like Skyrim and Grand Theft Auto. Not just look through or not just visit all the areas, but also to find all of the things that exist within those areas that are based on quests, like items or treasure. A ninth category is solution, and the object of those types of games is to solve a problem or a puzzle. There's various things that would be built into that. Another objective category is outwit, and these types of games are defined by the objective that says the player must beat the other player by knowing more or doing more. So in those examples of objectives, that brings you to exercise 3.4, which is part of the assignment for this week. And that is to list 10 of your favorite games and name the objective for each. Now, once you do that, I want you to go back and take a look at that list that you made and then think critically. Do you see any similarities in these games? Try to define the type or types of games that appeal to you according to what you see there. All right, that's part B. I'll be back at you in just a sec with part C. If you're watching this video, what I'd like you to do right now is turn this off and complete exercise 3.4 as a second part of your discussion for the week, and then return for part 3.